This is how to go from zero to a successful financial advisor in 6 simple steps. So many people want to be financial advisors because they make so much money. But what most people do and realize is that it takes years of hard work and dedication to really make it as a financial advisor. It can take anywhere from 5 to 10 years to really get rolling as a financial advisor, and there are so many different ways to become a financial advisor. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best way to become one with no experience at all. So if you have any experience in sales or working with clients before, that's great, you're ahead of the game. But if you don't, it's totally fine. You can still do this. You just need to follow these 6 steps. Step number 1, figure out what type of financial advisor you want to be. Now, there are many different types of financial advisors. Some focus on retirement planning, others on estate planning, risk management, investment management, and some even help their clients with taxes. There are so many different avenues you can go down when it comes to becoming a financial advisor. The first thing you should do is sit down and think about what type of financial advisor you want to be and what type of clients you want to serve. If you don't know what type of financial advisor you want to be, then you're not going to be able to sell yourself to potential clients. Think about which avenue of financial advising you want to go down and do research on it to make sure that it is something you actually enjoy doing. You'll spend a lot of time doing this, so you might as well enjoy it. Once you figured out what type of financial advisor you want to be, you'll be able to move on to step 2. Step number 2, get your Series 7 license. The Series 7 is one of the most popular licenses that financial advisors get because it allows them to sell just about anything to their clients. This license allows you to sell mutual funds, stocks, bonds, options, futures, and more. Now, getting your Series 7 license isn't super hard, but it does take a bit of studying. I recommend that you study for about 30 days and take practice tests until you are confident that you can pass the actual exam. Once you pass the exam, you can start working towards passing your Series 66, which will allow you to become a licensed financial advisor. While you may be able to find some companies that will hire you before you pass your Series 7 or Series 66 exams, very few will do this, and those that will typically won't pay you a salary. Instead, they'll have you work for them for free for a certain period of time until you pass your exam. So I would highly recommend that you try to get your Series 7 license before you start applying for jobs. And here's a pro tip for you. When you're taking your exam, make sure you bubble in every single answer. If you're not sure of an answer, just guess. They won't penalize you for wrong answers, but they will penalize you for questions that you skip. Step number 3, get your bachelor's degree. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't know. But many of the larger companies out there require you to have a bachelor's degree to become a financial advisor. That means if you don't have a bachelor's degree, you won't be able to get hired by those companies. So keep that in mind. If you're thinking about becoming a financial advisor, it's also worth mentioning that having a bachelor's degree shows that you're coachable. Most people that go back to school and get a degree are pretty coachable. Why? Because they had to listen to their professors and follow their lesson plans in order to pass their classes and get good grades. On the other hand, someone who didn't go to college is probably not used to being coached or told what to do. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't become a financial advisor without a bachelor's degree. But it does mean that you will likely have to work harder to prove that you can be a good employee. With that said, there are plenty of companies out there that don't care about your education. So if you don't have a bachelor's degree, don't worry, you can still become a financial advisor. Step number 4, gain some professional experience. As I mentioned earlier, a lot of financial advisors come from sales backgrounds. This is because sales is one of the easiest ways to learn how to talk to clients, ask the right questions, and close them on buying your product. If you don't have any sales experience, then you should consider working in another field where you will be interacting with customers on a regular basis. For example, if you work in retail, you'll interact with tons of customers every single day. That means you'll have the opportunity to learn how to talk to them, understand their needs, and ultimately close them on buying whatever it is you're selling. Or you could work at a bank and become a teller. This is another great way to learn the ins and outs of banking and how money works. Or you could work in a financial institution and become a customer service representative. This will give you valuable insight into the financial industry and how it works. The point is that you need to gain some professional experience before you start trying to become a financial advisor. Otherwise, you'll have a really hard time getting hired. Step number 5, network with people in the industry. One of the best ways to get your foot in the door as a financial advisor is to network with other people in the industry. For example, you could attend industry events, join professional organizations, or simply reach out to people on LinkedIn. The key here is to build relationships with as many people in the industry as possible. You never know where your next job opportunity will come from, so the more people you know, the better off you'll be. Now, when you're networking, make sure you're not just trying to get something from people, be willing to help them in any way that you can. For example, if someone asks you for advice, give it to them. If someone asks you for an introduction to someone else, make the introduction. The key here is to build genuine relationships with people. If you're just trying to get something from everyone you meet, it'll be pretty obvious and people won't want to help you. But if you are genuinely interested in helping others and building relationships, people will be more than happy to help you out. And finally, step number 6, apply for jobs. Now that you have your Series 7 license, a bachelor's degree, professional experience, and industry contacts, you're ready to start applying for jobs. The key here is to be persistent. Don't give up if you don't hear back from a company right away. Keep applying and eventually you'll land a job as a financial advisor. Also, when you're applying for jobs, make sure you tailor your resume and cover letter to each position. Don't just send out a generic resume and cover letter to every company you apply to. If you want to stand out from the competition, you need to tailor your application materials to each position you apply for. This will show that you are genuinely interested in the position and that you are willing to put in the effort to customize your application materials. If you follow these steps, you'll be well on your way to becoming a successful financial advisor. Just remember that it takes time to build a successful career. Don't expect to get rich quick, but if you're willing to put in the work, you can achieve success. Good luck. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below and subscribe for more videos just like this. Have a great day. Keep watching and follow my channel. Thank you.